Welcome everybody on this masterclass episode about emotional wellness. We're about to get into the December season. It's a very sad time for a lot of people. Some people are alone during this festive season. Some people don't have families to go and do Christmas dinners with. A lot of people get depressed this time of the year, and we thought we'll share a couple of strategies and tactics that we use to keep our emotional wellness up. And perhaps we could help somebody that's watching this video and learn from some of the mistakes that we've made as a team and some of the do's and don'ts. So we'll share everything with you, and hopefully you get some value. If you do like the video, please hit the like button at the end of the video. Joining me today is Anna-Marie Meyer and Eddie Machale. Anna-Marie is the Group F&I at Mitmac Motors. Eddie is a branch manager. So I'm going to kick off the video with going towards controlling what comes in your ear. So you have to be the gatekeeper of your ear. You have to control what you consume. So myself, I haven't listened to the radio in probably 10 years. Okay. However, I do have a reliable source that I get my news, a verified site or a verified radio station that I will only listen to 10 minutes in the morning when it's the news time. Then I know it's not fake news, it's the truth, and I consume it, I digest it, and that's the truth. I get it from one source. I don't get the same bad news or good news, whatever it might be, from 15 different places, because the news agencies out there are business. How they work is, the more attention they can grab from you, the more ad space they can sell. Yeah. So even radio stations, TV stations, websites, all the ads are there. And why they're there? Because they want to get your attention to X amount of people per day. I'm not saying don't watch and don't know what's going on in your surroundings. All I'm saying is it's a business. If they can steal your attention, you don't have a guardian in your ear, they negatively affect your mindset the rest of the day, especially early in the morning. Start your day with positivity, gratitude. Like most of us on the video, or the people watching this video, and the three of us here, yeah, 100%. We've got 2 eyes, I've got 4 eyes. I'm very blessed. 2 arms, 2 legs, 10 toes. We can do things that other less fortunate people can't. And the people that don't have all their limbs and all their eyes are also in a blessed position to be able to breathe. They're alive. There's always something good out there. There's always someone that loves you. So I think controlling what comes into your ear is super important, especially early in the morning, and getting it, processing the issue, and moving forward with your day. Be the gatekeeper of your mind, because what you let in is what brews the whole day. And at night as well, I'm very conscious of what information I take in at night, because that sets me up for the next day. So if you allow garbage to seep in at night and negativity, you don't need negative stuff at 10 p.m. at night. You really don't. But if you allow it, your mind will process that the whole night. You wake up tired. So I think that's the first point I want to touch on. Be the gatekeeper of what comes into your mind. Second point I want to touch with Eddie, because I know it's a very important part of your life, and it's one that I think helps you more than you think it does. And that's exercise. Can you perhaps share when, what you do, and why you do it, and how does it affect you for the rest of the day? You've got an interesting point.
Yeah. So for me, there's 2 things that comes before my day starts. First, I wake up.
Yes.
And secondly,
what time do you wake up?
4:45 my alarm goes off.
4:45.
Yeah, in the morning. So then, I would obviously be thankful that I'm seeing another day.
Yeah.
And what I want to do then is to set the tone. Remember, everybody watching this, remember, you are a leader in your life everywhere. So everybody looks up to you. So Bobby, you touched on the fact that we need to gatekeep what comes into our ears. When you said that, I also thought of the importance of you asking yourself that after waking up this morning, what am I taking to the world? Because as much as you don't want to receive any negativity, you also want to be the positive energy that everybody receives. So me being a father, a husband, it starts in the house. Whatever I do, whatever I say, has to give everybody in the house hope that tomorrow is still another chance. Tomorrow is promised, and we're going to have a chance to live even better. Now, getting to the office, you have a number of people that looks up to you.
Before you get into the office, I think I want to touch on that one part. I don't want everybody to miss it, and that's the exercise part.
Yes.
I wanna touch on that because it's very difficult to do, but if achieved, it's so rewarding. Tell us about your exercise in the morning.
Especially nowadays where everyone calls time.
Yeah.
I don't have time.
I know.
But you wake up very early in the morning.
You make time.
And you still make time to exercise in the morning.
I want to ask you about the time. You steal time at night to give it back to yourself in the morning because 3:45 is very early.
Yeah.
What time do you go to bed?
At least between 10 or 11.
10 or 11.
Yeah.
So then that's your sleeping regime.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later.
Sure.
But then tell us about the exercise and making time because you made time.
Sure. That moment. Remember, it's if I could, I would actually do about 20 kilometers, which is almost 2 hours in the morning. But because of time, obviously, I do 10.
10 kilometers of running.
That's an hour of you to. That's an hour where I actually gain my health, my fitness. But more than anything, in here, what happens at that time? That's when I get to filter out everything that I don't need. I prefer to do it at that hour because in most cases, I'm the only person on the road. So there's no distractions. This is where I set the tone for my day. This is where I believe for me, I'm able to navigate, to make a decision as to what type of day I would want to have. This is where I try to...
I want everybody to catch that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people understand how heavy that punch was.
Yeah.
You want to make a decision. You are consciously deciding on what kind of a day am I going to have today.
Yeah.
So who decides that? You decide that.
I decide that.
And who's the ruler of your universe? You are.
Funny, I have a belief and I always question it. So I believe that if I woke up earlier than everyone and I make a great wish to have a best day, then my wish will be granted first.
Yes, because it went up first. You're right. I like that.
Yeah.
So 3:45, here we come. Amazing.
Yes.
You decided during that time that you spend with yourself processing issues, I'm going to have this type of a day today.
Yeah.
You decided it.
Yeah. So it's mostly inspired by the people that I care for. So firstly, wife and kids in the house. I know I have to actually start the day, pray for them, and make sure that I'm good influence before we all head to work and school and all that. And obviously, the office. Can I go to the office?
Absolutely.
Now?
Absolutely.
There's definitely a number of people that's waiting to hear from you there. So remember, by the time you leave your house, I don't know if you're taking a taxi, you're going into the train, whoever you're going to meet there, from the greeting and everything, when they see you, what they need to pick up from you is just positiveness. You have to be the hope that everybody wants to see in the next day. It's good to expect it, but I think it's even better if you give it.
Yeah.
You know?
Gratitude starts from the moment you open your eyes. You process all the issues while you exercise.
Yeah.
So exercise is a phenomenal point. And at that point, you decide what kind of a day you're going to have. And then you spread the positiveness because that's where it starts.
The good thing I like about negative things, everything negative will just keep happening. So what you have to do is definitely have...
It depends on the time you spend on that.
Yeah.
So whatever comes in, if it's negative, if you're going to allow that negative thing, whatever it is, to come into your mind, and you allow yourself to spend half an hour on that, you're wasting valuable time.
That's why you have to be the gatekeeper.
Only allow what it's necessary. It's the same like you now exercise. People that wake up the next morning and not feeling healthy. I know of so many people out there that they're just always sick. And tomorrow morning when they wake up, it's like, can't I just have another half an hour?
Yeah.
And but why do you do that? Because the moment you get out of bed, take a shower, you feel better.
Yeah.
So a lot of people just can't take that 3 steps to the bathroom to take a shower to feel better.
But because they're
And that
unhealthy, because they don't put in the time to exercise, because they give a lot of time to Netflix and
it's
all social
exactly
media.
that. So they're already so emotionally unwell that they can't think. So if I feel unwell, normal, flu, unwell, wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up, get into the shower, wash your hair, and now do your face.
Yeah.
Get dressed. Because within seconds thereafter, so it's heavy to walk the 3 steps to the shower, but once you've done it, you're healthy.
Yeah.
2 days later, you're fine. The same with exercise. If you can just get your foot out of the bed to start doing that exercise, you're going to get so addicted to that, it's like a drug.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly where you are. You cannot. Your clock is set for 4:45, and you can't do it in any other way.
One thing I like about negativity is that it doesn't wake up early. And negativity
They never
doesn't,
wake up early.
Yeah.
They never wake up
and
early.
negativity
Negativity
doesn't
sleeps
run
late.
fast as well. So
You're faster, you're
just
ahead
try
of
to
them.
remain positive, stay on the move. I don't think negativity can catch up with you. I actually learned something from you the other day. I thought it was rude to ask someone not to be negative. And I saw you do it one day, and I thought, you know what? I can find a better way to say it to this person. So if there's negativity coming out, I'm now able to say, hey, we're becoming negative. Let's look at it the positive way, you know? So
100%.
so you want
Positive
to,
diet.
struggle with that
100%.
kind of-
I don't struggle with that at all. If you come to me with negative stuff, I just simply put on a shield, invisible shield. There's a nice quote in a book I read.
But for me, that invisible, eventually I just want to...
No, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for your
I run
negative,
away.
for your negative SHI static. I don't have time for that.
okay.
There's a book. I'll come back to the name of the book, but it says, if you have people around you, we all lead teams. We lead sales teams. We lead F&I teams. If you're sitting in your chair and people constantly come to you with a monkey on their shoulder, so they've got a little monkey here, like in the pirate movies, and that monkey represents a problem.
Yeah.
If they come to you, they sit down next to you, and they leave, but they leave the monkey in your office or in your area that you are, eventually you have so many of these things running around, you don't know what to touch first. So also, if you allow that to happen, then it's okay. Then the people continuously bring their problem and dump. So come to me, tell me about this thing on your shoulder. Okay, can we process this thing together? I feel you need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Have you thought of this angle? Okay, cool. Go and whoa, come back. Take this thing, put it on your shoulder, exit. So that's a positive diet.
It's again, whatever you allow and for how long you entertain that.
The day that you're speaking of, the guy came to me. It wasn't even on his shoulder. He was holding it. He's like, yeah. I'm like, no.
I don't want
I've got no time for this. I can't look after it. You are perfectly qualified. Put it on your shoulder and leave with your negative
This
SEI.
topic actually reminds me of something that I learned from my grandmother. Remember, I'm talking about someone that has never seen a class in school. And she once said to me, with everything that you do, make sure that emotionally you are well. And luck will just follow you, and everything that you're trying to do will happen.
But we've dealt with this before. People that walk into a shop and they look for something going wrong. So it's the teller not fine, it's whatever's not on the shelf.
They've got lots of monkeys that they want to leave
It's like
in places.
those kind of people always ended up with the bad luck. But if you go through life just trying to find the best out of every situation, you just go through life and then people are, oh, but you've got luck on your side.
Yeah.
No, I don't have luck on my side. I'm just never negative. And I'm not going to disrupt my life because of things that I can't control. There's certain things I can't control. I can't control if I go to the shops and something is not right. I can make a decision when to leave and go to another shop. But for me to carry on about it,
You don't need
it's
to.
not going to bring me anywhere. So just go to either deal with it or go to another shop.
You've got a
but
choice.
to keep on talking about it, you're influencing yourself so badly.
But again, you're
You
the
can't.
gatekeeper of your own mind. You have to protect yourself from that. Going on to the next point. Strengthen social connections. So
That's my favorite.
I know, but I think we need to split it up into two. The first part is social connections that are at arm's length. You can touch someone, someone close to you. You can phone them. You can quickly pull into the house after work. That's how important is that. And then the social side, in the sense that, your friends on Facebook, got thousands of people. You don't even really see most of them. So if you haven't seen someone in a year, not that you're not close, but it's a different type of a connection. So for emotional wellness, I want you to dive into, because I feel it's very important, people that you can reach out and touch. Have that phone call.
I'm going to do that one first. The people in reach. All my friends now, I'm very bad at keeping in touch. Very, extremely bad with it. But they know I'm always there. They know I'm always willing to listen, no matter what time of the night. But, of course, I'm so bad of it. Months would go past for me to speak to someone. And then I got to a point in my life where I realized, Anne-Marie, you're making this worse for yourself. Now, they understand, and they've been my friends for ages. So they understand that I'm busy, but that's not an excuse. No. It's wrong. It's the worst excuse ever. So I try to make one phone call per day to a friend. Even if it's
so after work.
Unfortunately, when I leave here, it's very late.
That's
and
fine.
they do understand. Yeah. So they do pick up.
100%.
And they know. And it's a 5-minute, sometimes a 15 minutes chat, just to find out how they are. And I don't want to talk about COVID. Currently, it's been over 2 years, and that's all we speak about. So I don't do that. But it's how you, kids, I see it's holiday, what's happening there over the weekend. So I try to create positive news and feedback from them.
I want to touch on that.
Sense.
I want to touch on that because just as important as it is, having a gatekeeper here when you wake up and when you're through the day and before you go to bed, be careful, be very careful who you phone and what you speak about, because that can also influence your emotional wellness. So,
because imagine you pick that one person that's only got negative thoughts.
I've got another call coming. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'll chat to you tomorrow. Give the love to everybody.
I end up sending them a very long message. 100%. And that's what I like. And sorry, I say this on air now. That's what I like about accepting my calls so late at night. Because if it's something draining, they know I put down.
Yeah.
They know it. And then I send that night, I take some time and I spread a positive energy message, not just a little photo or something. Positive, for me, it's creating something positive. And then tomorrow morning I can expect a call. Thanks, my friend. I really 100%. Needed that. And then I speak hard about it. At the office, remember, we spend most of our times with the people around us at the office. And for me, it works. We've done it before. We started a couple of months ago on management side, where we send the people a small little love note, a letter, just to say thank you. You've been a star.
100%. That connects you. That connects you to the people around you.
Because immediately you can see that person smile. They do more. And don't be plastic about it. Never be plastic about it. You've got to mean it when you send someone a little note.
No, don't be fake, of course.
No, don't be fake.
I want to get into the social side. So
social media,
Instagram, Facebook. You are bombarded with these little bursts of pleasure and little bursts of ha, and boom, like a wildfire, the negativity runs up.
I've never had to block anyone on my social media, but they do know that I don't tolerate it. I will never comment on something like that. I will not block them. I will not wipe them. I will not kill them. Nothing. They just know I don't tolerate it. Yeah. If it's something positive, I will like it. I will share it. I will comment on it. If it's a nice photo, I will comment. But if it's anything in a negative vibe, I don't comment on social media platforms where there's someone in the news. I don't know that person. There's no reason for me to say something.
Yeah, absolutely.
So people around me do know that I don't tolerate it. And that is someone that I will silently just start cutting off and not accepting anymore. And it's very important. So don't allow yourself even to read it. Stop liking that kind of content. Because remember,
just move on.
what is it called? It can sense your rhythm on that.
No, it's an algorithm
So the
that picks
moment
up
you-
what you like and it
Yeah.
dumps more stuff.
So it dumps more.
So
So I never like negative information. I don't do it.
Going-
Will not comment on it.
Going forward with that, you need to be mindful. So I know we went off topic a bit, but going back to emotional wellness and what you need to be mindful of. If you're researching a subject, the internet is big and wide and scary and pleasant. It can give you lots of joy, but it can depress you as well. So if you're researching a subject, allocate the time, research that subject, make sure that you find out everything you need to know about that subject, and be mindful of jumping into something else which leads you down a path of negativity and comments and stuff that will depress you, stuff that will bring your emotional wellness down. So I think that's a very important part we touched on. And lastly, sleep. So emotional wellness is influenced by the way you feel. If you prepare yourself before you go to bed and you are in the right mindset, and you have to, so there's no right answer when it comes to how much sleep, but quality sleep differs between the three of us. I mean, it's 9 o'clock on a Wednesday night. For me, 6.5 hours. If I get anything under 6.5 hours, I can feel it. I can function on 2 hours, but I can't function at optimal levels. So I think getting that right sweet spot, and everybody, how do you know how much sleep you need? Test it out. So sleep for 8 hours, steal the time at night and give yourself that 8 hours of sleep. See how you feel, and then cut it down 15 minutes at a time. You've got lots of time ahead of you. Cut it down until you feel for me, it was at 6 hours and 15 minutes. I did it for 3-4 days and I felt I'm not at 100%. Increased it to 6.5 and I function well.
Yeah.
So I think the last point is sleep. Make sure that you get enough of it. You get quality sleep so it's uninterrupted, and that should help with your emotional.
Good eating habits,
Yeah.
then you can do with less sleep.
Yeah.
So the moment you've got good eating habits, I know a lot of people, most maybe, I know myself for sure, sometimes you really just lose it down the track, but good eating habits, then you can maybe cut it down to say 6 hours or so. But if you've got poor eating habits, not enough exercise, that is when you need 10 hours sleep. That is normal.
Yeah. I think that's great advice. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video and I hope it added value. If you're somebody sitting at home over this festive season, or if the festive season has passed and you feel like, there's not much to look forward to, or you're not in the state of mind that, anything can positively influence the way you feel, just remember, it all starts with you. It starts with the way you wake up, the way you go to bed, the way that you open your ear to either positive or negative stuff, because it takes a little bit of effort on your side and discipline to say, I caught you. You are trying to creep in with negativity in my mind. I'm going to block you off. So another point I think we briefly touched on is keeping everything inside can't solve the issue just by keeping it here. Giving someone a call, that social connection that we spoke of, sharing with someone that you trust, not someone that will go and advertise your business, someone that you trust. Listen, I'm struggling with this issue. I know that you are a person of high temperature in this specific, maybe faith, marriage. Don't go and seek counsel on marital issues from somebody that's been divorced 4 times. Go in and seek counsel in an area of your life where that specific person is a rock star, married for 50 years, kids, grandkids. If that's the area that's giving you a bit of stress or is affecting your emotional wellness, seek counsel by a person that's an expert in that field. And most of the time, 99% of I can say 100% of the times that I've felt like I'm struggling with an issue, seek counsel. He always gives you that one golden nugget that says, okay, I'm going to run with that, and eventually it gets sorted out. So if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button,
Subscribe.
Ring a bell.
ring the bell, and Thank you for sharing your time with us. Take care. Bye-bye.